I had an experience. I was attempting, let me call it an attempt, to confront a very good friend of mine, but it just went south.
Oh.
Yeah, because I also don't confront people. I usually just ignore. I'm like, as long as I didn't hear, it's fine. Like, it's okay. But unless nimesikia, maybe it's a voice note, like it's very clear, or have read a message. That one, I will definitely do something. But this particular one, I was like, okay, let me try to just find out.
Welcome back to another episode of the T's and Q's podcast. I'm your hostess, Sharon.
And Chico.
Chico is usually like, and Chico. So yeah, sometimes you tell me I'm the shorty with the most.
Yeah,
because you're usually the shorty with the most.
Always.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day in Nairobi. The sun is out. The weather is not misbehaving like every day.
I'm loving it.
I know, right?
But let's not be too comfortable. It's surprising us every day, so
we might just be talking about the weather now and then it will be like all of a sudden. It's cloudy, it's rainy.
But I'm loving it. So get to wear my favorite things, my clothes.
I know, right? Those two crop tops. I went to look for crop tops and I couldn't find.
Talk to your girl. I'm the plug.
Akambianga kuja go peleka shopping. You're like, I'm too busy. Feeling it's sour.
Next one. How you feeling?
I feel great. I feel energetic. I am excited. I love this dress. First and foremost,
it's beautiful.
I know.
I love
it. I feel good generally. Yeah.
That's amazing. So I think I had a very interesting, it's not even activity, what do I call it? This last week, I reconnected with a long time good friend of mine. And for me, it was very, you're the one you try to see what went wrong, what didn't work, so I'm still thinking about it, and I'm feeling it's weird. Like you meet someone, you have a great conversation, and then you're like, okay, so what next? Because we had not spoken for like 10 years.
So like this was your friend from 10 years
ago?
Like
we were besties.
Oh.
Besties.
Okay.
So I just felt like we needed to talk because there was a lot of things left unsolved. And most of it was on my end. Like I did things that I wasn't proud of, so I felt like I needed to address. So yeah, it was nice, but I'm feeling like there's that weird now. Okay, then what?
We haven't talked in 10 years. I don't know you. Maybe
you're a different person. I'm a different person. Yeah, but it was interesting, and just thinking about just having friends. Do you have you ever been friends with someone just because you've known each other for a very long time and you feel like you have to be friends because I know this person?
Personally, I don't think so. If I have known someone for a very long time, maybe I just keep a contact, but I don't relate to you the way I relate to my friends. You're just, I'd call you an acquaintance. If we haven't seen each other, I mean, if you are in my primary school, seriously, we went to class 2 together. And now you want us to bond. It's going to be a problem because we were different people then than we are now.
It's true. True.
So I definitely feel the awkwardness that you felt. How did you get through it?
Interesting. It was fun. Like the conversation was just flowing. I think because we were really tight and we understood each other very well. The conversation really went well, and then we had common things to to talk about. We're both moms. There's just different things going on. All of us we are all doing biasharas. There are things we could support each other. So there was common things we still had.
Okay.
And it was nice. But now you leave each other and you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just an awkward space that we are at the moment. But I'm glad that I did that because it was eating me up a lot.
And how did it feel to reconnect, especially the after feeling? How did you feel? Like, was the reconnection worth it, or did it just bring back things and guilt that you felt before?
I'll say I felt better. Like the guilt that I was feeling at that moment just went away because I've been thinking about this person and feeling like I wronged them in such a big way and they were like my person.
Yeah.
So after we talked, I sort of like felt lighter. Now that we feel like that was
that was a breather.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I am proud of myself because I know not a lot of people usually like we do mistakes to our friends, but how many of us actually admit and you go to that friend and apologize? I took forever, gosh, that was a long time, but I'm just glad that I did it anyway. Yeah, so if we end up being friends again, it's cool, but if we don't, it's okay as well because that part of me, whatever I wanted to sort, we are good.
Your conscience
And and
clean.
she even though she was talking to me and I felt okay, she's okay. We are good.
So you felt that she also let it go?
She did, because we talked about it.
Yeah.
We talked about everything that happened and she explained to me, she let out her feelings and I was like, wow. Like, we should be doing this more. If you have beef with your friend, it doesn't even have to be at you because you want to be friends again.
Yeah.
You're just letting that part go because we don't know.
That's actually very true. I know there's a friend of mine. We were quite tight actually, and after high school, she went to a different country and remained here. So things have been different for the both of us. We're having different experiences, and I did something to her which I feel like I need to address. But in my head, I keep on convincing myself that I'm waiting for the perfect moment to like talk to her, or I don't know, I'm waiting for me to have something so that when I am coming to her, I'm coming to her, oh, I have this, so maybe it's going to be easier for you.
Yeah.
But actually what you're saying now is quite right. I need to just tell her.
Just do it.
Just tell her I'm sorry I did this, and I it's at the back of my mind because it's eating me up.
It does. I know that feeling. You're constantly just for some reason you just think about this person and it just doesn't go away. And because you shared so much, then there are things that you end up doing just like I did this with. It could have like they always come back. Always. So have that conversation. And now, when you're talking about this, it just brings me to what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you are a toxic friend? Because we can. Have you ever?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like this. Do you ever feel like you are? Because we have friends. And we feel like they're toxic to us. But do you ever feel like you are the toxic person? Do anyone, not even just us, do you think even the toxic friends feel like they're toxic, or you're just being toxic and you feel like it's normal?
Yeah, like, are you toxic, and do you actually acknowledge that you're toxic?
That's a reflection, because we got to reflect, because I've never thought about it myself. I've never sat with myself and thought, am I toxic in this situation or with my friend, or
yeah, every day you wake up and you go through your day, you interact with people. Do you sit down at the end of the day and think, oh, I did this and this today, I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have done it a different way. So yeah, that's something actually people need to reflect on. Do you often sit down and ask yourself that question of whether you're being the toxic one, or are you able to point out the
Yeah.
toxicity in yourself that's going to make someone else get toxic with you?
Yeah, because we're very quick at pointing at
Others,
others.
yeah.
Like, she did that, he did that, but what about you? Like, we're not angels. We can't be perfect. But I think even admitting the way we are saying we did wrong to our friends, and we're admitting that we want to, make things right. I'm curious if you've ever had something with your friend. Is it something that you acknowledge, or you just brush it off and life goes on? Because anyway, it's your life. You can live the way you want. But does it eat you up, or maisha inaendelea? Like, what happens?
Yeah. Tell us in the comments if you address your own toxicity, especially to your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes there's something my mom usually tells me: you attract what you are.
It's true.
So if there's someone who is not sending things to you, maybe there's something you're supposed to be sending to them. That's why they're not sending it to you.
Back to you. It's true.
So go do that reflection. But now, let us do what we know how to do best. Identify the toxicity in every other friend we have. Personally, I feel like I have been in some toxic relationships in the past, especially my friendships. In the sense that you understand that a friend is able to do certain things for you. I'm usually a giver. When you call me and tell me, oh, this is happening, I'll be quick to jump. Let me give you a solution.
Always.
Let me give you a solution. But then I usually feel so down when I call someone or I call a friend of mine and I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling well. And then they're like, quick recovery. I don't like it. I'll just be honest.
You've had her, she doesn't like it. Like, you have to put more effort.
What is quick recovery? And then you've told me quick recovery. Unless you're going to like pray so that I recover immediately, then your quick recovery doesn't actually help me. It'd be like, I want you to say, oh, have you taken meds? No. Would you like
hospital?
Me? Yeah. Would you like me to do this and this for you? Okay, yes. If I don't want to, then offer me at least that comfort of knowing you're there. My friend, you are there. If I need anything, I can count on you. Okay? Instead of just telling me, wow, quick recovery. Sasa tutadu na yo quick recovery yako. Anytime I come to you with something, offer me a solution. Ask me if I have done something to help. Yeah.
I think also this comes to, before I got to the next point, it comes to communication. Sometimes maybe the way we communicate to our friends also can be a challenge. I'm saying this because I have a particular friend who says what she expects from me as a friend. I found it weird, but now as you're explaining this, I'm like, maybe that's where we are having a challenge, because I have not communicated the same way. You'll have a boyfriend and you're like, these are my expectations. So why are we not doing the same with our friends? So you become friends with someone, life goes on, I know what you like, that's it. Like, for example, personally, I'm not so big on celebration. If you surprise me on a birthday, I'll be happy, but it's not
your thing.
It's not my thing. So at those kind of things that we actually communicate to our friends, it's like, there's certain things that I would appreciate if you do more. And there's certain things, like if I call you up and I just want to vent, like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, because I had 2 hours conversation and I felt like I was in another relationship for a minute, because the expectation of being set like this, and I'm like, I felt it was too much, but now I feel like I understand her better and I react to things better because I understand what she expects from me as a friend. Maybe we can, be better people and tell our friends, like, you're my friend, and maybe when I need this, I need that, I expect you to come through for me this way. And if you're not able, you just say, I don't know. Maybe there's a way to make it a little bit clear. Because maybe mimi nikikwambia quick recovery, maybe to me, I've done
it above and beyond. You're like, oh yeah, quick recovery.
Yeah. I'm there maybe behind the scenes praying for you, you don't know.
No.
Sweetheart, you know that.
Unless you want to pray on that phone with me.
Or at that moment, not at behind the scenes.
At BTS, Timmy, I'm going to bed. No, let me pray for Sharon.
Sharon.
I'm going to bed. I hope she sleeps well today.
Sure.
No. If you want to go to bed and pray for me, call me and then tell me I'm praying for you right now. Could you please kindly believe and close your eyes?
Yeah, okay.
For me, I feel like that intentionality is what's important.
It's important
for me in my friendships.
Okay. Yeah. Being intentional, that's key, I think, in communicating. It's very, because now the way you're saying quick recovery, why did you go to a step and tell this person, but let me appreciate if you do more than just telling me quick recovery.
Yeah. I usually do,
Because you'll feel bad, and then
I usually actually I don't tell them directly,
but somehow.
but I tend to do it. For me, it's let me show you.
Oh yeah. So you expect the same. Okay.
Yes, let me show you. I won't tell you, but let me just show you how I do it. You tell me something and something is happening to you. I'll be quick to ask, do you need my help?
Oh yeah.
Do you need me to do something for you?
Yeah.
If I am not able to, then I say that I can't do now, but I will offer any other help or service that you might need.
Okay. Yeah, that is actually, I prefer that way, so that the way you're saying give and then receive, sort of like see. But not everyone sees it that way. They're like, she's just nice.
She's a nice person. No.
Yeah.
Want you to be nice back.
Do you see
back nice me? Please. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. And I'll go to my biggest. I think this will be, because I feel like I've experienced it a lot and I'm losing friends because of it. And I find myself in a space where, am I just too nice? My sister told me that I give too much and I forget about myself. I've never looked at it that way, but after that comment, I sit and I've been reflecting a lot. And I'm like, because when I stop giving, you see the same thing, so similar. If I stop giving, that I stop receiving, because they're not feeling the impact. They're enjoying what I'm giving, but I don't get it back. It never bothered me, by the way. It never. But now when I sat back, it was just like, it wasn't just friends. It was like, you give too much of yourself. Like, I was like, what do you mean? You give too much. So this year I've sat back and just, like, let me see. It's a test, but I'm also very intentional with the friends that I have. The ones I know, even if I go cross the whatever for you, that one I will. Because I know it's still worth it.
Yeah.
But me, the one that bothers me, no friends who only call you. They only call. They only text when they need something from you. That one,
chick, that's toxic.
No.
That's very, very
I just can't. And if you're my friend and I have just lingered you know what I'm talking about. Because it just doesn't make sense. Can you just check up on me? Just say hi, how are you?
Yeah.
It's always you need something. It's either money, you need my help for something. Like, it's just that. We never have any other conversation beyond you needing help. And where I can help, I will always help. But now it makes me feel like I become a bad person, because now I shut you out. If maybe hata hiyo siku ndo umeamua kunicall to just say hi, now I'll just not pick because I'm like, this person needs something.
Another one.
So it has like, you take me to a place where I see your text. I don't even want to talk to you. Even the day maybe you just feel like now it's a conversation. I'm just like, no, thank you. Text nikwambia I'm busy. Like, I don't want to get to that point, because it's always you want something, you need something, and we never have any other conversation.
Okay. I hear you. I feel like it's very toxic for someone to think that, I'm having this problem, I know who can sort it out, let me call Shiko. No. It's important to do check-ins.
Yeah.
It's important to find out how someone is doing. Sometimes when you actually discover that you need something, maybe the person you think can help you with that, is actually going through 10 times
more
what you are going through. And yes, they might be in a position to help you, but it's the little they have that they are giving out to you. And do you think that they have it in abundance? No. Yes, that I feel like that's the essence of friendship. Showing up for each other whenever, but there needs to be more to it.
To that.
It doesn't have to be oh, you've called me today, it's to ask for something. The next day you're asking, the third you're asking it,
Just
and it's over
asking.
and over and over.
Yeah.
Maybe come up with something yourself. It's not that they expect you to give them. Maybe they understand that you can't, or you're not in a position to give yourself, but at least show up in a different way for them.
Yeah, like I'm even saying, just say hi. You know, even once a week, like, hi, you're good. Like it's the simplest things. It doesn't even have to be at CG, you came to my house. No, it's simple things. Simple things.
Those are the things that matter. Those are really the things that matter. But if you're out there and you're texting your friend all the time to ask for stuff, please know that you're toxic. Yeah.
Toxic.
Kuna wimbo ya toxic?
I don't know. I'm sure there is. Please tag us if you know that such a song. Tag. I'm sure there is. Kuna mtu alikuwa fed up. I was like, we have to sing.
Akatoa kangoma ka toxicity.
Yeah. So, which, like, do you ever feel like, or do you set boundaries with your friends?
Ooh, I feel like it depends. It depends on the friend. There are friends who show me that they're open. You don't have to. Like, we are very good, so you just be you, and let me be me. For those kind of friends, I feel like I'm more open to them. If there are any boundaries that I set with such people, then it will be like, go to, you know, because they have a lot of access, like all access to me. And then there are those friends that we meet once in a while. There are certain boundaries I actually need to set. Don't tell me about such things. Don't comment about my weight. Don't. Yeah, you know. I just tell them in advance. And by the way, hiyo tabia yako ya kusema hivi, usiseme tukiwa together. If you really want us to meet, then that's it. Yeah.
I feel like setting boundaries with friends is one of the biggest challenges. And not for me personally, I usually find, you remember when you're telling me like, hey girl, you need to, I struggle with that. I usually now, what happens when the friendship has gone, it's now I'm suffering, I want to avoid you, I don't want to talk to you, which is bad, but your end, you don't understand what's going on. It's just because I feel, I don't know how to tell you, and I wish I'd done it before. And then now I'm just where I don't know what to do. And I think that's the worst place to ever be. And I love that you told me last year, if I'm to make I haven't made any new friends, but if I'm to make new friends, now I'm very cautious about what boundaries do I want to set for my friends, because there are different types of friendships, because there are those, you know, those tight, the one I can tell you anything about my life, no, regardless. But there are those that zip. So this is personally, I think I'm learning. I won't say I have set a boundary with someone, but I feel like I need to start doing it because it's affecting how I'm relating to some of my friends. And Mimi, I have a very bad way of reacting to things. Mimi, I just lenga you, and then with time,
zone out, you're done.
Me zone out, and then you just think I've ghosted you.
But that's not the case. I just got tired. But no, it's actually the case. It's block. You have been ghosted. Like, that's the definition of ghosting.
Yeah, true. And then it's worse because I can't. It's hard to explain to you because it's been things just going. I'm not telling you, and then just building up. And by the time I'm ending, I'm just like, where do I start? So that's like my biggest. But yeah, 2025, we are learning how to better set boundaries. I'm curious, do you set boundaries with your friends? I might just roller coaster like me, like
let's wing it.
let's just let's go. Let's see how this goes.
Let's be friends. Yeah, you can do everything. I mean, no.
So someone can make you as yourself become toxic just because of how they are, and even you being around them, you just end up just feeling being this person that you're not. But every time you're around them, you just become you just feel you leave them and you're feeling that was a me. That was a me. And if you ever have to question yourself after spending time with your friend, no,
especially those ones who you spend time with and then you come back and you feel so drained.
Yeah, instead of feeling happy and energized, but you're feeling drained and tired, you just want to sleep. Apana.
Hangover is different. Hangi is different. But ile yenye mme hang out tu vizuri that you've gone out for brunch and then you come home and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That one. Ishuku kidogo. Yeah,
there's something. Because those are experiences I don't want to go through.
Please share your experiences with us. Tell us about your friends, or rather a friend. We'd like to know. We would also think about your stories. It would be great to hear some of your stories in the comment section. If you're listening on Spotify, please be sure to write your comments. If you have a story, if you have an experience, please share it. We'd definitely read it on our next episode when we talk about other things pertaining friendships. And just like we said before, tell us about your toxic traits if you have sat down and thought about them for real. Yeah.
Hata nimeshindwa cha kusema. I'm still stuck with my boundary because my brain has gone back to, guys, the way you go to the feeling where someone made you feel bad. My whole body has just gone back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My body has actually just gone back to a moment, and I'm like, no, someone should not ever make me feel like that.
Yeah.
That was real.
None of them you guys see, it's so, be careful with your friendships. In 2025, it's the year we have decided we're being careful with the relationships that we're going to create.
Yeah. Because we need to have
peace of mind.
Zen. Actually, I'm feeling, the way people just have like 3 friends and you're fine. Because at this point, I'm a lose my mind.
You don't have any other friends apart from Nani and Nani. I'm like, yeah.
I have a reason why.
She can identify only 2 people. If she misses me on the phone and she can't find me, she will just call 2 more people. And that's done. Anyone else she doesn't know. And then the other day she was speaking with our neighbor in Shags. And the neighbor has a daughter who's right about my age. And she was like, you can make friends, right? Now, hata mimi sasa, ninakuonea huruma, una marafiki. You go be her friend. Now I'm making friends for you. But ni sawa. Our mothers love us, I guess.
They do. Yeah. For my mom, because she's also had a share of friendship, she's usually very, let me be by myself, because she's had a crazy, you have friends that are just always, it's crazy.
You never understand.
She will not tell me to make friends. That's the last advice she'll ever give me.
Like, if you can be on your own and you're happy,
just be evil too, you're fine. And our last conversation we were just talking about, I mentioned about ghosting, but it was from a different perspective. I'm curious, have you ever ghosted someone because you're just tired of a friendship? You're just like, I can't do this.
Delete.
Personally, I have. Raised your hand if you've ever ghosted someone. Man, I don't do explanation. I just go in my own view. Like,
and when you're ghosting, you explain.
I go quiet.
Hi. I would like to ghost you. because of this and this and this and this. Bye.
Hey,
Be
maybe
nice.
both hands. That one, I'm a pro.
Eh.
But I think there's someone who's telling me, if you, what is it called? Getting closure. I'm like, imagine scenario time. We get closure and then I explain to you how it made me feel and and then it's okay. We move.
You know, when you go for closure, do you know this memes of you're going to your ex for closure, and then when you come out, you're like, guys, I love him. There's nothing I can do about it.
That's not happening. You're supposed to get closure so that you move
Closure is
peacefully.
for moving on.
Yeah.
It's not about solving it. It's about you saying what is in your heart and what you think or what you meant.
Yeah.
With your actions, and then kama yeye anataka kuexplain yake, good. But your resolve was you're leaving. You don't want situations where you're going back to toxic friendships.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But hata mi mtu ashani ghost. But I'm curious to know why.
You see, now that's why we need to look into ourselves and find out if we are toxic.
Yeah, because I never understand. Like, but it may reflect. I still don't. Yeah, so I think not.
I
don't know.
Was
I
a
don't
dude
know.
or a chick?
A chick.
Oh.
A girl. I don't know. It was weird. But this person is always asking about me, but they never speak to me. If they meet someone who we are common friends with, they always ask about me, but they never speak to me. So I don't know.
Oh, those are the weird friends.
Yeah.
Those are the weird ones.
I don't know. And I can't reach out because nikimalizana nawe, I even delete your number. So we move.
It would also be nice to know. Yeah. People who have ex-friends or friends like Shikos, the weird ones. Like, does your friend ever do something that you find weird? And you just can't tell them about it for one reason or the other. Tell us about that experience. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and the weird thing they do.
Sindio. If I say they will know, they'll know themselves. So let me just
say that.
Nataka bado ani support. I need you to watch the video and like.
Tunataka bado ku support. That's a toxic situation.
I know. I still need your support, baby. Anyway. The other thing that when it comes to just having toxic friends, we have friends. I won't say that I don't gossip. There's gossip, but there's gossip for bad gossip.
Yeah.
Like when someone is gossiping about you, it's from number 1 to 10, it's just negative things. And they're not talking. You know, those people, it's from hata mtu akujui. They go from number 1, you know that girl, let me they even find photos like, hey, let me tell you about this girl.
She used to be black, now she's brown. She used to have long hair, now it's curled.
If you're gossiping, hata sometimes gossip about good things, like she got a nice job, hey, did you see how, like, it doesn't, because we can't say that we never gossip, that's just not true. But can you at least gossip nice things as well?
Know, right?
Because you cannot just be negative from number 1 to number 10. Yeah. And you're moving, because this one for gossiping to people that don't know you, that's even worse. But like Sharon's like, Sharon, because they already know like a million things about you and they've never seen you.
Right? Now,
that's just toxic.
I know about a friend of yours, or you know about a friend of mine. I've told you so much about this person, and when you finally get to meet this person, so you already have that judgment. Yeah. You already have a picture, and you're actually judging in your head. She doesn't look like this. She doesn't do this.
You can't even open yourself up to knowing this person because you already have like this is who they are.
Yeah.
So I find that that's toxic. No, don't do that. At least try have a balance of 6 good things and 4 bad things.
Yeah.
Because talking negatively about people is just not cool. It's not cool.
It's not nice at all. Not in the slightest, actually.
It's not.
If you have something to say about someone and you can't can't say it to their face, then there's a problem.
There is a big one.
You might not be able to say it to their face, but the other person you're telling it to, make sure that other person is not going to feed into your negativity.
Yeah.
If they're not going to be helping you find the positive aspect of it, or look into a certain situation using that other person's POV, then you'd rather much not talk about it.
It's true. You'd rather say something negative, but you're finding solution for it. If I'm going through something, but you're talking to, I don't know, let me use an example. If maybe I'm having a mental breakdown or something, and the person you're talking to is maybe a psychologist. This person might say, give me her number, maybe I'll talk to her.
Yeah.
That is different from just telling someone, hey, msichana siku hizi sijui she doesn't eat, she doesn't sleep, she doesn't shower, she just eats. When we meet, she orders sijui what. And then that story is just there. Like, no. But if you're gossiping to find me a solution, that one I will accept. But this is, like you said, everything she's going through, and then, so what? That one, I can't have it. So, and when you're just talking about that, have you ever had to confront someone because of maybe a rumor they said about you?
About me? Actually, okay. I think it was someone who my mom knew, and I had come from town, and my mom knew this person, and this person had not seen me in a long time. So this woman just made a comment, and she didn't know that she was actually talking about me. So she went to my mom and she was like, ule msichana ule amedunga matako. My mom was like, So when I came to where my mom was, and I was like, hi mom. So she realized that she was gossiping about me to my mom. My mom told me, ati, okay, nafikiria umeongeza matako. Tumwambia aje? I just confronted her and told her, ini genetics.
It's natural, baby.
Genetics, it's
natural.
But I've never actually confronted someone on a serious basis with regards to what they say about me, because I'm that kind of person who I don't pay much attention to what people have to say about me.
Yeah.
Actually. And if I'm going to be told, someone said something about you, then I'd say that you who is telling me that someone said something about you, people are saying this about you, you're the wrong person in my life.
Yeah.
Because I didn't ask you, I didn't ask for that information, and I didn't need to know it. If I haven't had it, like if I haven't had everyone saying it, it's not your business to tell it.
Okay.
So I probably just cut off that friend and be like, her business is to tell me what other people are saying about me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I think I had an experience. I was attempting, let me call it an attempt.
Yeah.
To confront a very good friend of mine, but it just went south.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I also don't confront people. I usually just ignore. I'm like, as long as I didn't hear, it's fine. Like, it's okay. But unless nimesikia, maybe it's a voice note, like it's very clear, or I've read a message, that one I will definitely do something. But this particular one, I was like, okay, let me try to just find out if they did. It was bad. It was really bad. But I'm glad that I did that, because I ended up now knowing more about the kind of friendship we had.
Yeah.
It's been difficult. We've been trying to sort things out still. Yeah. But I'm like, it's okay. You know, the way sometimes maybe things happen so that you know each other better.
Yeah.
So that needed to have been. I think I had to do it. But I'm glad. I'm not happy how it turned out, but it's okay. It's also like, well, it's cool. Yeah, but if I've not had it, I may mind my business. Like, it's okay. You say whatever you say. We move on.
We go. Tunasonga tukisonga.
Sindio?
Yeah. Sometimes it's just good to know that you actually need to let go. identifying that moment in time where you need to understand that it's time to go.
To let go.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's not working anymore.
It's not working. Because they're friends who come. Because I've also had many friends, but sometimes it's seasonal. There are people who come to your life, and there's a time, and they're those that last forever, and they're those that just don't.
Their time was then, and now it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's okay.
Oh.
Okay. So I don't know. I'm curious to know, what other toxic traits do you feel, or even we can even call them like red flags in friendship, that you've seen maybe in other friends or around you, even if you are the toxic one, and but we rarely see ourselves as the toxic friends. You can never admit like, that was toxic. We don't. But I think the way we said, just reflecting and understanding even yourself, like in that situation, was that the best way for me to do it? Like, was I a good friend to her or him? Like, that's very nice. I think I'll also be doing it now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it's like an end of day ritual to just understand. It's going to ground you first. It grounds you to understand the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
And it also aligns with the kind of expectations you'll have of other people because you understand who you actually are. Yeah. And oh, I did this and this and it was wrong. I shouldn't have. The other day I was seeing people commenting on Murugi's stories about, I don't know, there's a lady who commented something so weird on her stories, and Murugi was like, you guys online are like my friends, and I don't get to realize that you guys are my friends. I just, because it's something I have gotten used to. This is something I've done for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's become a force of habit. Now, other people are going overboard to get so much into her business that they don't realize that you're just online. I've never met you.
Don't know who
I don't know who you are. I can't. I mean, you literally know just what she's showing you, but you have so much to say about whatever it is that she is showing you.
Yeah.
So it's important to understand that you're a certain kind of person. That's what I'm saying. The reflection is very, very important. And I feel like I want to get to that point where I know I can differentiate. This is the boundary. This is the line. I shouldn't do this. I should do this. Especially, I have online friends as well. I've never met them. There are content creators that I like and I DM sometimes, but I need to know how I communicate with them. I need to know where my line is drawn.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So that I don't end up being the bad person. I don't end up looking so much into someone else's life, feeling or pretending to be their friend, yet in real sense it's just a relationship that we have formed online.
Yeah, and that's just it.
So self-reflection is really, really important, guys. And I would appreciate maybe if there are experts who are listening to us, if you could identify a few activities that help with self-reflection. You could talk about them in the comment section, or you could DM us at the T's and Q's podcast on Instagram. On TikTok is the T's and Q's. You could follow our personal pages, which have been linked to our podcast pages.
Yes.
That is at Sharon Awino with 3 O's on Instagram, and on TikTok is Awino with 3 O's.
Yeah. And I am Hey It's Shiko on Instagram and TikTok. How do I call myself? I think Mama Q. Not sure.
Yeah, it's Shiko, just like Shiko and Shoe Shop, Shiko Mama Q.
And Shiko with an H at the end. I write it different because everyone. So it's CIKOH. Yeah. I don't like to be like everyone. That's just who I am.
Is mine Awino? I think mine is Sharo.
We just like to be different.
Or Awino. You'll find it. Don't worry. You look for me, you'll find it. So remember to follow us. Remember to listen and comment, share, like, and subscribe.
Yes, and send us your amazing stories. We will not share your name if you're not comfortable, but we'll just like to also hear from you. What kind of experiences and stories that you've encountered with your friends? How did you deal with them? Like, it's very nice. What tips can you even give us? You've had our stories. So what kind of things that you have, maybe they have worked for you that we can apply, or even the audience, other people who are listening, so that we get to all learn and grow as a community.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. It's always been a pleasure being with y'all. And I wish you guys an amazing week next week. Till next Friday. It's Sharon
and Shika.
Bye.
Ciao.